Hi guys, today is Monday, February the 15th, and we are learning asynchronously. Okay, so whatever period you have, whether you have me for 2nd or 6th, please make sure that you go to the stream in Google Classroom and you fill out the attendance form for today during our scheduled class time. Okay, once you are done with that, if you go to Classwork, okay, and what we worked on last Friday was we finished our writing sample. So if you click on 211 and join that pair deck, okay, you can finish your writing sample from last time. Okay, we worked on it for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we went ahead and moved on to our assignment, our new assignment, which is Intro to Translations. Okay, but your writing, remember, we talked about describing how to find the missing side of each of the right triangles. If you're having a hard time writing, remember, if you go to each of these slides, you can try to write a sentence about each slide. Okay, so I hope that helps. Once you're done with that one, you can close that pair deck and go ahead and join the one from 2:15. The title is Intro to Translations. We didn't get very far. Okay, we got to about slide 4, and then I said that slide 5 could be a slide to work on, right? A challenge slide, kind of, because we didn't really talk about it. But the new topic that we're working on is translations on a coordinate plane. And basically what that is sliding. So what I had us do was circle the SL in translations, and that means a slide. I'm sorry, my son is watching YouTube. Okay, anyway, translations. So we have an image on a coordinate plane. Remember, coordinate plane, that's just a graph. Okay, so we're going to start with an image, whatever the shape may be, and we are going to translate it, or we're just going to slide it somewhere else on the graph. Okay, so go ahead and go to slide 2. This is a warm-up slide. Okay, so you are plotting points. Remember that when we plot, X goes first and then Y. So that means you need to find your X by either going left to right first, and then you move up or down depending on if your Y value is positive or negative. Okay, so what we did is we labeled each of these points a different letter. So we had A, B, C, and D, and then we went to go plot them. So if I have 5, 3 for my A, I'm going to go to the 5, and then I'm going to go up to 3, and that's where I put my dot. Okay, so that is going to be called A, and then I will let you finish the rest. Okay, so if you plotted them correctly, you should have 1 point in each quadrant. Okay, on this slide, you are associating direction, right, left, up, or down, with addition and subtraction. So if you look at your x-axis, right, it moves from left to right. When we move right on the graph, we are adding. So right here we should say right. When we subtract, that means we're going the opposite direction, and so we're going left. The y-coordinate moves in the up and down direction, right? So if I'm going up, that is associated with addition. Okay, and then if we're going down, that is associated with subtraction. Okay, so you just have to remember, right, addition, left, subtraction, up, addition, down, subtraction. And then remember we used to make you label negative on this side, positive on this side. Okay, that helps with your left and your right. Okay, so this one, if you click here on your Jamboard, your Pear Deck, it's going to take you to Jamboard. Okay, you can't do anything with this one, so you have to make a copy for yourself first. You click on these three little dots, make a copy. It creates a version for yourself. Okay, then you can click on this pink sticky note, erase that, and then now you can move or do whatever you need to from your Jamboard. Okay, so what I had everybody do the first time opening this is I had them click on the triangle and move it around. That is a translation when you are sliding it from one spot to another. Okay, so this was our original. We had to get the coordinates of those first blue dots, right? So we had to label first. We had to label what we wanted to call each of these. So A, B, C. Notice how we are no longer labeling the sides. Now we're labeling the points, the vertices, right? The corners of the triangle, right? So then I had to go get my coordinates. So for A, my coordinates are -4, 6. Okay, B, -6, 2. And then C, -2, 2. Okay, and so what we finished off doing is determining the direction that I had to move my triangle, right, to get to my new set of dots. Okay, so watch again. I clicked on my triangle and I had to move it 2 directions before I got to my new one, right? It doesn't matter if I go this way and this way, or if I go this way and this way. See how I still end up in the same place. So what we determined as a class was that we had to go right and down. Okay, so here you see how I had to go down and right. Either way, I was moving the same 2 directions. So we did right and down. We didn't ever figure out how many times. We said this is where we would start next time. Okay, but what you can do is get the coordinates of the new triangle, right? So this is my original, my pre-image. That's where it started. When I move it, right, then that becomes A prime, B prime, and C prime. So if I'm labeling those, this would be my A prime, my B prime, and my C prime. Okay, so if you can, determine how many times I moved right and how many times I moved down, and then get the coordinates of the new points. Okay, that's as far as we went on this Jamboard. And then I moved us to slide 5, okay, for those of us that were already understanding it and knew what to do, right? It gave me coordinates. I need to know what the coordinates of my new image are going to be based off of how they tell me to translate it, okay? So that's a good stopping point. That is as far as we will get, and that is where we will start next time we are in class together. Bye guys, stay safe.